Hello, my name is Shruti Sharma and today I am here to present a PPT on CL mode of data transfer. This is an overview of what are we going to see in this presentation. First of all, what is CL mode of data transferring? Transferring of data as a single bit at a time using a fixed time interval for each bit. This mode of transmission is known as bit serial transmission. In serial transmission, the various bits of data are transmitted serially one by one. It requires only one communication line rather than n lines to transmit data from sender to receiver. Thus, all the bits of data are transmitted on a single line in serial fashion. In serial transmission, one single bit is sent with each clock pulse. Why CL mode of data transfer? First of all, to reduce the cost of cabling. We have to use a cable to connect the input-output device to the computer, and the cost per cable will be more if we use parallel lines. On the other hand, if we use serial line, we require only a pair of line and a common ground line. Second, to minimize the effect of noise. Whenever we bunch a number of cables together, the current flowing in one pair of cable induces some signals in other wires, and commonly this is prevalent in telephone network and which we call crosstalk. So to minimize the effect of crosstalk, the CL mode of transfer is preferable because we are using only a pair of wire, so it minimizes the effect of noise. Third reason is availability of suitable communication media. We have a number of serial communication media commonly used in our day-to-day life. For example, telephone line, micro uplink, satellite link, and which are all serial in nature, where data transfer take place bit by bit rather than byte by byte. So, to make use of this communication media, we have to go to the serial mode of data transfer. Fourth is inherent device characteristic. There are many devices which are inherently serial in nature. For example, tips. You have to read bit by bit, you cannot read in terms of byte. Last one, small connector. Finally, nowadays we have many portable equipments like digital camera, PDAs, cell phones. Sometimes you have to connect them to the computer, and if these devices use parallel code, the connector will be big, and as a result it will not be feasible. So to have a small connector, it is necessary to go for CL mode of data transfer. These are the various reasons for the widespread use of CL mode of data transfer. Types of serial data transfer. There are three types of serial data transfer: simplex, full duplex, half duplex. First of all, simplex. In simplex method, either of the medium microprocessor or input-output devices can be active at a time. So if the microprocessor is transmitting the data, then input-output device can only accept, and vice versa. So simplex method is one-way communication technique. The well-known example of the simplex method are television and radio. Second, full duplex. In full duplex method, both microprocessor and input-output device can send data to each other at the same time. The well-known example is mobile phones. Half duplex method. In half duplex method, both microprocessor and input-output device can be active, but not at the same time. So if the microprocessor is transmitting, then input-output device can accept but cannot send, and similarly vice versa. The well-known example of half duplex is internet, where the user send the request for the data and get it from the server. Mode of serial data transfer. There are two modes of serial data transfer: synchronous and asynchronous. The main difference between both of them is synchronous data transfer is continuous, while in asynchronous data transfer, there is discrete transformation of data. Asynchronous mode. In asynchronous transmission, data moves in half-paired approach, one byte or a character at a time. It sends the data in the constant current of bytes, the size of character transmitted in 8 bits, with a start and stop bit added both at the beginning and at the end, and an optional parity bit. Makes a total of 10 plus 1 bits. It does not need a clock for integration, rather it utilizes the parity bit to tell the receiver how to translate the data. To tell other devices when the character data will be given, the start bit is noted by 0 and stop bit is detected when line returns to one state at least one time. Here one state means that there is not data transfer is occurring. No data transfer is occurring. Synchronous mode. In the synchronous mode, the transmitter and the receiver share a common clock. The signal on the data lines are valid whenever a clock signal which is used by both stations assume a certain predefined state. Example as triggering as shown in the figure. In this particular example, data is sampled at the rising edge of the clock pulse. Whenever the rising edge is occurring, data is transferred. Bitrate and baud rate. Bitrate and baud rate, these two terms are often used in data communication. Bitrate is simply the number of bits, that is zeros or ones, transmitted per unit time, while baud rate is number of signal unit transmitted per unit time that is needed to be represent those bits. For example, what we see above, 11 signal units needs to be transferred per 8 bit of data. Bitrate is equals to baud rate into number of bit per baud. Comparison between asynchronous and synchronous. In synchronous transmission, data is transmitted in the form of chunks, while in asynchronous transmission, data is transmitted one bit at a time, due to which the speed of transmission in synchronous transmission is really fast as compared to in asynchronous transmission. Asynchronous transmission is straightforward and therefore cost effective, while synchronous transmission is complicated and relatively pricey. Examples of synchronous transmission is chat room, telephonic conversation, video conferencing, whereas of asynchronous transmission, email, forms, and letters. Implementing serial mode of data transfer. Here, microcomputer and input-output devices are connected using SODs and SIDs and a common ground line. These two serial signals, that is SID and SOD, are used for serial communication. SOD, serial output data lines. The output of SOD is set reset as specified by the SIM instruction. SID, serial input data line. The data on this line is loaded into accumulator whenever a REM instruction is executed. Let us see what is SIM and REM instructions are. REM, read interrupt mask. This is a multi-purpose instruction which has been used to read status of interrupts 7.5, 6.5 and 5.5. As well as it has been utilized to read serial data input bits. So this is multi-purpose instruction used to read. This instruction load 8-bit data of accumulator as shown in the figure. The D7 bit is justifying serial input data bit. D6, D5, D4, these 3 bits show interrupts is pending or not. So interrupts pending if this bit is equals to 1. D3 is interrupt enable flag, whereas D2, D1 and D0 are mask status of RST 7.5, 6.5 and 5.5 respectively. SIM, set interrupt mask. This instruction is used to implement interrupt RST 7.5, 6.5 and 5.5, as well as it has been utilized to set serial data out. This instruction interpret data of accumulator as shown in the figure. D7 is here D7 is SOD, serial output data. D6 bit is serial data enable. If serial data enable is equals to 1 bit, D7 is sent to SOD line. If serial data enable is equals to 0 bit, D7 is ignored. D5 bit is don't care. D4 bit is R7.5. That is reset 7.5. If reset 7.5 is equals to 1, data 7.5 is not allowed. If R 7.5 is equals to 0, RST 7.5 is allowed. D3 is MSE, mask set enable. If mask set enable is equals to 0, D0, D1 and D2 are ignored. If mask set enable is equals to 1, mask is set. D2, D1 and D0 are masks of RST 7.5, 6.5 and 5.5 respectively. Last, the comparison between serial and parallel transmission. In serial transmission, number of bits transmitted at one clock is 1 bit, whereas in parallel transmission it is n bits. Therefore, the number of lines required to transmit n bits in serial is 1 line, whereas in parallel are n lines. The speed of data transfer in serial is slow as it use only 1 line, whereas in parallel it is very fast. Cost of transmission low in serial as only 1 line is used, higher in parallel as n lines are required. Application of serial transmission is in long distance communication between two computers, whereas of parallel short distance communication like computer to printer. Thank you so much.